Day one training camp underway for the Jacksonville Jaguars. All Central Florida eyes, of course, will be on Blake Bortles, the former UCF quarterback, working to prove himself now in the NFL. It is open mic time with our friend Mike Bianchi there at the Orlando Sentinel. Mike, training camp open today, Jacksonville Jaguars. And I'm guessing you're going to run out of ink typing the name Blake Bortles in the next 6 weeks.
Oh, absolutely. Blake Bortles is obviously a huge story here in Orlando. He's a UCF player, number 3 pick over on the draft. He goes to an in-state team, the Jaguars. The question is he going to turn the Jaguars into Orlando's favorite team? Now, there's always been a question, are we a Dolphins town, a Jags town, or a Bucks town? I'm saying now we've become a Jags town because of Blake Bortles.
Let me ask you this, because I lived through when John Elway went to the Denver Broncos, and there was the Elway watch. They were reporting when he got his haircut, when what he had to eat, how much he tipped people on Halloween and so forth. Does it rise to that level, or are we beyond those days?
Oh, I think we're beyond those days. John Elway was a huge name coming out of high school. He came from a much larger university, Stanford, and then he went to the Broncos, a much more high-profile team than the Jaguars. Bortles, of course, comes from UCF, which isn't that high-profile of a program, and he's going to the Jaguars, which aren't that high-profile a team. So, no, it won't be as bad as it was with Elway back in the day.
Do they throw him in, or is he going to get a long time? Is he going to get a year?
They're talking about starting Chad Henne for most of this season. I think that would be a mistake. I think they ought to put Blake Bortles in the fire, let him learn under the gun, and see what happens. I mean, he's not going to learn a lot watching Chad Henne play. Chad Henne's a quarterback who's thrown more interceptions than touchdowns during his career. Sure. What's he going to learn from Chad Henne? How to throw interceptions.
Now, what does Storm Johnson do? Does he fly under the radar, so to speak, and have a quiet camp, or all eyes going to be on him as well?
Well, he's a 7th-round draft pick. Blake Bortles, of course, was a 1st-round draft pick. Yeah, Storm Johnson's going to fly under the radar, but I got to tell you, I think Storm Johnson makes the team. He's a hard running back. He's got some elusiveness. He's got some speed. I think he's going to be a real find for the Jaguars.
Mike Bianchi, nice to talk to you. Thanks, man. It's Bortles, so make sure you spell that right.
I certainly will.